There comes a time in every person's life when silence no longer feels like an option, when the weight of unspoken desires and feelings becomes unbearable, and all that's left is to speak the truth, no matter how intense, raw, or unapologetic it may sound. I've lived in the shadow of politeness for far too long, holding my words back and suppressing my desires. But now, I've decided that it's time for me to stop pretending and let the world know how much I want you. No more pretending. For years, I wore a mask of civility, hiding what I really felt beneath layers of politeness. But now, I'm choosing honesty over conformity. I want you, not in a subtle way, not in a quiet, hidden way, but in a loud, undeniable, and unapologetic way. It's no longer about playing it safe or worrying about the opinions of others. My feelings for you are too powerful to hide behind a veil of politeness. I'm done pretending. I want you, and I'm ready for the world to see it. Politeness has kept me in chains, but now I am breaking free. My desire for you is no longer something I'm ashamed of, and I'm ready to be open, bold, and honest about it. Everyone will know the truth of my heart. I'm tired of being the one who's always so composed, so polite. My feelings are real and they are intense. I'm done holding back. I want you in every way, and I'm not afraid to say it loud and clear. There's a certain freedom in letting go of pretenses. When you stop caring about how your words might be received and start embracing the truth, you discover the power within yourself. I want you, and I'm not hiding it anymore. The facade of politeness no longer feels right. It was a comfortable lie, but it wasn't authentic. What I feel for you is deep, and it's undeniable. I don't want to hide it anymore. I'm done pretending. Pretending to be something I'm not, simply to keep the peace, is exhausting. I'm done with it. I want you, and I'm no longer keeping that truth locked inside. It's time for the world to see how I truly feel. What's the point of being polite if it means suppressing your real feelings? My heart beats for you, and I refuse to keep that hidden. It's time to stop pretending and let everyone know how badly I want you. There's a strength in vulnerability that I've finally come to understand. I don't need to pretend anymore, especially when it comes to my feelings for you. I want you, and everyone will know it. No shame attached. I've been living my life so cautiously, wrapped up in politeness, always considering everyone else's comfort. But now, the only thing that matters is what I want. And I want you. I'm not hiding that truth anymore. No more holding back. No more second guessing my desires. I'm done being polite. I want you with everything inside of me, and now it's time for the world to know it. For too long, I've hidden behind a wall of good manners and gentle words. But inside, I've been screaming, longing for you. I'm done pretending I want you to know how badly I feel, and I'll no longer hold it in. Sometimes being polite means sacrificing your own desires. I've given enough of myself to others in that way. Now, it's time for me to speak the truth about what I want, what I've always wanted, and that's you. It's exhausting pretending that everything is fine when deep down, all I can think about is you. I want you. I want to make it clear, without hesitation or doubt. I'm done with the charade. Politeness isn't always honesty. I've realized that being kind isn't the same as being truthful. My truth is that I want you, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise anymore. When you've spent so long keeping your emotions and desires tucked away, it feels like an awakening when you finally let them burst out. I'm awake, and I want you. I'm done pretending to be polite about it. I used to hide behind the idea that politeness was a virtue, but now I see that honesty and authenticity are what matter most. I want you, and I'll say it with confidence, no matter what anyone else thinks. There's a fire inside of me that I can't keep dimmed any longer. I've tried to be composed, to be polite, but all I can think of is you. I'm ready to set the world on fire with my truth. I've always been the one to hold my tongue, to smile and nod, to keep the peace, but now I can't contain it any longer. I want you, and I want everyone to know how fiercely I feel about it. When you hide your desires, they fester and they grow more intense. I've been hiding mine for too long. Now, I'm ready to let go and let the world see just how badly I want you. There's a beauty in honesty, even when it's messy and raw. I want you, and I'm done trying to mask that desire with pleasantries. The truth is loud, and I'm letting it be heard. I've spent too many years living in the shadows of politeness, and now I'm stepping into the light of my true desires. I want you, and I want everyone to know how real it is. No more playing it safe. No more worrying about the repercussions. I want you, and I'm saying it loud and clear. I refuse to hide anymore. The burden of silence is heavier than most people realize. I've carried it long enough. It's time for me to let go of my politeness and let everyone know how badly I want you. Politeness has kept me quiet for so long, but now I realize that being true to myself means speaking up. I want you, and I'm not going to shy away from expressing that truth anymore. I've been polite and I've been patient, but there comes a moment when politeness turns into denial. I'm no longer denying myself. I want you, and I'm telling the world that. Pretending has never been my true nature, yet I have spent so much time pretending to be something I'm not. Now, I'm ready to be real with myself and with everyone. I want you. Enough with the games, enough with the politeness. The truth is, I want you. I want everyone to know that. I'm done pretending to be anything other than honest about it. It's hard to admit what you want when you're constantly worried about other people's reactions. But I've realized that my happiness is my own responsibility. I want you, and I'm finally going to own it. We spend so much of our lives worrying about what others think that we forget how to truly live. But I'm done with that. I want you, and I'm not going to hide it any longer. Being polite has its place, but it shouldn't come at the expense of being authentic. I've spent too long pretending to be fine when inside I've been craving you. I'm ready to speak that truth. We often hide our true desires, thinking it's more acceptable to pretend. But I've realized that pretending only hurts us in the end. I want you, and I'm no longer afraid to show it. Being polite doesn't mean suppressing your passions. I've held mine inside long enough. It's time for me to speak up and let everyone know how badly I want you. Sometimes it takes a lot of courage to admit what you truly feel. For so long, I've been too polite, too careful. But now, I'm ready to be bold and let everyone know how much I want you. Politeness is the mask we wear to protect ourselves from the truth. But now, I'm taking off that mask. I want you, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Pretending to be someone you're not is exhausting. I'm ready to be myself unapologetically. I want you, and I'm going to make sure everyone knows it. There's a beauty in being vulnerable, in expressing your desires without fear. I want you, and I'm not going to hide that truth anymore. Sometimes it takes a big shift in your mindset to realize that politeness isn't always the answer. I'm done pretending to be someone I'm not. I want you, and it's time for everyone to see it. Politeness might have been my shield for a long time, but now I'm throwing it down. I want you, and I'm done pretending that I don't. Life's too short to hide behind pleasantries and polite smiles. My feelings for you are too strong to keep inside any longer. I want you, and I'm letting the world know it. I've been too polite for too long, hiding my truth and my feelings. But now, I'm embracing my desires and letting everyone know just how much I want you. Sometimes, you have to stop being so nice and start being real. I've done enough pretending, and now it's time to be honest. I want you, and that's all there is to it. There's something freeing about shedding the layers of politeness and letting your true feelings surface. I want you, and I'm no longer afraid to say it out loud. Pretending to be polite only holds you back from living your truth. I'm ready to embrace my desires without fear. I want you, and I'm telling everyone. I've spent too much time thinking about what others might think, but now I'm choosing to focus on what I want. And what I want is you. And I'm saying it loud and proud. I've hidden behind politeness, thinking it would protect me, but now I see that it only kept me from being truly happy. I want you, and I'm ready to show it. Enough is enough. No more pretending, no more hiding. My desire for you is real, and I'm done keeping it to myself. There's power in speaking your truth, and the truth is, I want you. I've kept it to myself for far too long, but not anymore. No more silence, no more pretending. I want you, and I'm not going to let politeness stop me from expressing that. The truth has a way of pushing through all the barriers we put up. I want you, and it's time for the world to know that. It's time to stop hiding my desires and start embracing them. I want you, and I'm finally going to be open about it.